Jamahl, Matt Marshall, the Orlando Sentinel. Talk about some of the emotions you're going through right now. It seemed like a very emotional game all the way to the very end. And then what did you see from that shot from RJ Hampton, the three-pointer that kind of pushed you guys up?
Well, it was a broken down play. The ball was fumbling everywhere. They ended up getting out to him, and him just stepping in with the confidence to just take the shot. I mean, that's big. He was sitting over there for a while, then he came back in the game, was doing a great job defensively, and then having the willingness to step in and take that shot was huge.
Coach Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com. It looked like he had brought Mo up there, and then he motioned something to you. What was that exchange like?
We talk about family all the time with this team, and the togetherness and the empowerment of each other and wanting to build your teammate up. And Mo regularly in the rotation coming in at that moment of the game. We were going to finish that way, and he said, "Coach, this group is going. They're doing a great job. I'm good." So he let us that's what this thing is about, empowering your teammate and trusting your teammates that are on the floor, knowing they got it going. So for Mo, that was big time.
Jamahl, you guys used Gary Harris a lot. It looked like in the fourth quarter. Seemed like maybe he was kind of got a hot hand a little bit, and also defensively. What is that? Is that what you saw from him? That's why you kept him in the game for as long?
Yes, I mean he was down the stretch making the solid play, trying to make the right decisions. He ran a couple plays out of the timeout, the backdoor cut for him, recognizing how they were playing him with the aggression, and Dell made a great pass. Just the solid possessions, his activity on the ball, his communication on some of their pick and rolls where they were slipping out of them. He did a really good job talking and communicating with RJ up the floor.
Cody Taylor, USA Today. Cole had 24 points there in the second half. You've talked numerous times about him making the right play, either keeping the ball himself or getting his teammates involved. What'd you see from him, especially there down the stretch in the fourth?
Well, he's not afraid to make a big play, but a lot of times his big play was on the defensive end. He's getting into the basketball just the same, fighting over screens, trusting the pass when he needs to make the pass. If you looked in a lot of those situations where he's taking tough shots, he's also looking out of the corner of his eye, trying to find where the big fella is down the floor so he can make the pass back to the big. And those times that he didn't see it, those are the decisions we're asking him to make when he recognizes where his teammates are. And then when it's time to take the shot, take the shot.
Jamahl, do you feel like this is one of those type of games that you guys can build on going forward? I mean, with the emotion and how everyone played kind of down the stretch, even though it wasn't a perfect game, so to speak.
Well, I know that these guys are going to continue to get better every single day. And that's a testament to trusting the process of the shots that we were forcing them into, having them miss, as well as our offense, the ball moving around the horn. I really just, we end up with, 24 assists, us being able to share and move the basketball and trust the pass. I think that's going to be the message that we continue to hit home on.
You've also talked about making the right plays down the stretch. Fourth quarter, you outscored them there by 17 in the final. What'd you just kind of see, not even just from Cole, but from the entire group there to hold the Jazz to 15?
Well, we talked about it. This is where the lessons are learned, right? The last game, you come down with a quarter of turnovers in the fourth where you don't give yourself a chance. So we talked in the huddle. We've been here before. How do we respond? So it's talking about like letting them see and experience exactly what has happened before, and then getting to this present moment to understand that we have to take care of the basketball. We have to rebound the basketball. We got to sit down and get stops. And when you're open, take the shot. I'm so proud of these guys for being able to respond that way.
Okay, Luke Hetrick, Spectrum Sports on Zoom.
Jamahl, in these 3 wins in the fourth quarter, it's been Cole and then a second guy, whether it be T. Ross, Franz. Tonight it was RJ for a lot of that stretch. What impact does that have moving forward when it's in clutch situations? It's not always 1 or 2 of the same guys, that it's different guys making those plays for you.
I think it goes to exactly what I was saying about this group of guys. They are always pulling for one another, and it doesn't matter who is the one making the big play or the bell play. The chase down in transition from Dell and Chuma getting the rebound. It's those big plays that it doesn't matter who it is. And that's how these guys care for one another, and that's how we care for each other, that we're going to play hard every single night. So whoever steps up will continue to do that.
Luke, you have a follow-up?
Yeah, just real quick. Again, Jamahl, in these wins in the fourth quarter, it's come by you guys grinding out teams. As a guy that has earned his reputation on the defensive end of the floor, what does that mean to you to see these guys winning in the way you want?
Well, we're going to continue to preach that. It's the defensive end of the floor that's going to keep us and sustain us. Whether we're making or missing shots, the defensive end is going to keep us in games. And to show 15 points in the fourth quarter, just us to sit down and guard, get back in transition, hustle plays, bell plays, I think this is just what we're going to continue to have to hang our hat on.
James Hill, BNC Sports.
Hey, Coach, it's James Hill with BNC Sports. When you have magic moments or defining moments when guys play the right way, talk about how this can get you guys going in the right direction. And again, it's the fruits of your hard labor. And it's a beautiful thing when you can win and have a good game like this.
Well, James, it's those bell plays that we continue to talk about, the hustle plays, RJ diving on the floor, coming up with the loose ball, leads out to a transition three. I think those are the plays that we want to keep hitting home on, so they understand that these are winning plays. These are bell plays that we're going to continue to make, and it lets them understand exactly what we need to do to keep getting better every single day.
Thank you, Coach Mosley.
Thank you, guys.
What does it mean for you guys to get this win at home? The way you guys kind of did it, fought back, just scratching and clawing your way back.
That was the first home win of the season, I believe. So, that's always a good feeling. You get one for the home team. So, shout out to the fans, everybody that came out tonight, and just team. We just came and really fought tonight. So, just big shout out to the team, man. And that's a good dub. That's against a really good team.
Cole, Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com. You guys made a number of hustle plays down the stretch. Obviously, that's a big part of the culture you guys are trying to instill. Just how critical were they in the fourth quarter to your success?
Yeah, man. We had some dudes who came up, the bench dudes who just came ready to play, especially that fourth quarter, who just really made some big hustle plays. RJ, Gary, Dell, everybody, I think at some point, just Franz, everybody at some point who played in that fourth quarter just had some plays where it was just maximum effort and just kind of left it all on the floor. So just big shout out to the team, and it helped us get the dub.
Cole, you look at RJ and Gary Harris's performance in that fourth. They seem to really kind of gut it out, especially RJ hitting that big shot, the big 3-pointer.
Yeah.
What's that like to see those guys off the bench being able to kind of come in there and help you guys kind of get that push?
Man, it's always awesome, just because, especially Gary's been on and off hurt. So it's awesome to see a dude like that come in, and make a serious contribution to the team, kind of get his rhythm. RJ too. Just really just awesome to see them step up like that. So super happy for them. Super happy they helped us get this win.
Cody Taylor, USA Today. Cole, you're off to a great start this season. What kind of work did you put in over the summer to kind of make this next step, or what do you feel like has kind of enabled this quick start here for you?
If I told you everything I did this summer, I'd have to kill you after. So I don't think I could tell you everything. But on a serious note, man, I just really, I told my camp this before the summer started. I'm like, yo, look, I want to be the best version of myself I could possibly be. And so we just, from day one, we gave myself 2 weeks off at the beginning of the summer, till we I think our last game was May 16th. We were off till June 1st. And so from that point on, the summer we just locked in and just worked every single day. And so it's just, it was a lot of work, and we enjoyed it. And, that's the beautiful part with the summer. You go away for a while, disappear, and come back a new man. And that's what I think we did.
Cole, Zach Maskovich, Wesh 2. You had 2 big dunks there down the stretch. As a guy that's never dunked a basketball in his life on a 10-foot rim, what'd that feel like for you?
It's a pretty exhilarating feeling. I can't lie to you. Honestly, the first one I was telling my teammates, I was like, yeah, I really wanted to windmill that jump. And I'm like, yeah, I gotta make sure I make it. So that was the main thing. But nah, man, dunks, they get the crowd going, they get the team hype, and it's kind of just, it gives momentum for everybody on the team. So it was a really good feeling.
Luke Hetrick, Spectrum Sports on Zoom.
Cole, in these 3 wins, you've had big performances in the fourth quarter. What does it mean to you when you guys do have success to be the guy in those moments?
I just really want to do whatever I can for my team to help get the dub. So whether that means me, going and scoring a bunch, or, defending, passing, rebound, whatever it takes to just help my team get the dub. I want to do that for them. So that's really what it's all about.
Luke, you have a follow-up?
Yeah, in the postgame with Dante, you said you weren't wild about the MVP chants from the fans. What would you rather have them chant in that moment?
No, I'm super, super happy. Let me rephrase all that. I'm super, super happy that everybody was into it, chanting that. But for me, I want to be realistic with myself, and I don't feel like I deserve that yet. I want to get to a point where they can rightfully say that, fans, and I feel like I'm a serious contender, but I'm not there yet. And I don't mean it might be soon, might be later, but I think at a point in my career, I want to get to that point where, you know, they could say that joint. I could feel like, dang, I feel like I deserve that.
Any final questions? All right. Thank you, Cole.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Hit the 3-pointer and late in the fourth quarter. You kind of turned with your hands up and smiled to the crowd. What did that feel like to have the crowd on its feet chanting for you guys as you guys hit that shot?
I think that's, you know, kind of what we live for as players, having the crowd into the game. I was actually looking at my little brother in the stands. I was pointing at him. He says I don't make enough threes, so I definitely took that one for him.
RJ, Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com. You guys have the bell. You talk about hustle plays. You had a lot of them as a group down the stretch. Just how critical was that for this team, and how much did those hustle plays help you guys?
Very critical. I think that's what really willed us in that fourth quarter. I think it was 32-15 in that fourth quarter, and that's the turnaround that we have to have. You know, when we get down, no game's going to be perfect, but like we always say, we just can't stop fighting.
Cody Taylor, USA Today. We've seen some of your guys' fourth quarters go not in your favor. To see it kind of go your way tonight, what, you know, and holding them to 15 points, what did it mean to you guys to pull out that win there?
It's great to build off of. Utah Jazz are a great veteran team, so that's something that we can, you know, like I said, build off of and go into our next couple of games and just kind of remember what we did in that fourth quarter and know we're capable of it. I think that's the biggest thing, is knowing that we're capable of it, even though we're a young team. And, you know, that's a great team, and I think we just got the best of them tonight, but I don't see why we can't get the best of any other team.
RJ, not only just your performance, but you saw Cole kind of take off in the fourth quarter. Gary Harris also was stepping up. What's it like when you guys are all kind of maybe start clicking during that stretch in the final couple minutes?
Just trusting each other. You know, I'm trusting Cole to hit any shot he takes. I'm trusting Gary to hit any shot he takes. And all the guys. So just to see those two guys really getting off in the fourth quarter was big for our team, big for the momentum.
Yeah, kind of along those lines, you know, what are you seeing at a Wendell? You know, he spent so much of the offseason working on extending his range, the way he's knocking down the three ball right now.
I was talking, I don't know who I was talking to on the bench. I think, you know, we call our scouting report, we call them snipers, guys that we do not want to take threes. And I think other teams should start, you know, saying that for Wendell. He's been terrific from the three, but it just shows how much work he's put in during the offseason, and it's really showing now in these first, you know, 10, 12 games.
Okay, Luke Hetrick, Spectrum Sports on Zoom.
RJ, what's it mean for you guys to finally get that first win of the season at home?
It means a lot. It's great. The fan base was really into it. The crowd was into it. So we'll just keep building off that. Got another game Wednesday at home, and, you know, not, you know, get too hyped about this game for, you know, too long. Enjoy the win tonight, but get back to work tomorrow.
Still BNC Sports on Zoom. All right. Thank you, RJ.
Hey, thank you, guys.